and the autos. Bringing cars back to life.
So we've just been at Baxterdon's welding up today. So a nice little car coming today with 30, I think it's 38,000 miles. We'll quickly have a look. Flip this camera around. So there's the mileage on it. As you can see, the condition of the car is immaculate. The car's been stuck a bit, look. It's like that everywhere. Underneath, got one tiny scab there. But the car is mint. So that's another one rescued. So we're up at Baxterdon's car breakers. Getting an engine out, but they will be doing will it run? Well, I'll show you the car, what they're doing it on. So this is the car, will it run? What do you think? Will it run? Will it not? We'll let you know next week. So we've got the ginger boy actually cutting an engine out. Let's land it. Just go around here. What we have to do, we have to cut that little block off there. The Ford always like to make us work harder, don't they? What's it called? The meat called? Come on, it should come off now, that. Tap it, you got an hammer. Got an hammer there, Chris. So what we have to do, see this bit is a security thing for the ECU. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. I think it just comes out now. I'll bend that up. There you go. Beartail's out, overtime this.
Oh yeah?
Here, there, get that. Here, you film it, I'll do it. What? What's that? If you like a bitch. That's an old brand new DJI.
Is it?
Brand spanking.
When you get this?
Morning. There you go. It's that loom in it. That's the main one in it.
Yeah.
Them two in it.
Yeah.
Or is it that one, Steve?
Which one does he want cutting?
He wants to do a buzzing, that don't really.
Yeah, just take it. Just unclip them on. 5-second job, innit?
you want then?
Leave it.
What, that pipe?
No, just this one.
Right, take that. That's the white. That one there. Is this for the engine, Steve? That's for the car. It's that one there. Look. To do with that front panel off, really. That's young Steve there. Right, good morning. We're just going to repair this horse box, the ignition. The key's been lost for it, so we can't get a key for it. So what we're going to do, we're going to change the ignition. So we'll quickly show you what we're. So we're going to pull this cowling off over here. I'll just quickly spin this round for you. So this cowling here, we'll remove that, pull that off, take the ignition off, take the indicator stalks off, and yeah, we should have this off in about 10-15 minutes. See how we go. So what we've got to do, we've got to undo these Phillips screws here. I know camera angle's a bit poor, but we'll try and get as best as we can. So there's another screw on this side, which is located about there. You can see it, it's there. So what we'll do, we'll quickly get round there, undo that. Pull that casing off. Sorry for my arm being in the way. So we'll get that casing off there now. Right, there we go. That's got to go through there. And that gets that casing off. There you go, where a bit of touch is that. That's that one off. Same on this side. Another screw in there somewhere. I don't think so. Oh, yep, there's another screw there. Undo that one. Get that one out. That side. This side would have been broken. So that's that, both screws out. Get that off the same way, twist that in. There we go. So we're going to have to go and get the thingy to shear that off. We've got a blade here, so we're going to have to nip down and get some blades. Let's nip down and go and get some blades. Turn these off. Back on for the time being. Got a nip out. Turn that one off. all like. We've got here, we've got so right, what we've got to take the steering wheel off, so the job in hand is to remove this cap here, which is that, and then we've got to get that nut off there. So to get the nut off, biggish socket. Let's see what big it is. No, I don't think I've brought a socket big enough, I don't think. Oh, we have. So right, we've got a socket on there. So what we have to do is undo that. So we're undoing the nut there. And what we do, we'll leave the nut slightly on at the end. So the nut has to be left on. Because if you don't and you yank it up, it'll smack you in the face. So you leave that on. Just so it don't smack you in the face. Look. Remember where you've took it from, which is about there. So what we'll do, we'll get that off. Get that off. Move all this. And this, and then what we do, we look up. Just held down with 3 posi drive screwdriver. I'll pull them out. And that, in theory, should lift that one off, I'm just thinking. Let's have a go. Yes, that's that one off. A better look, that should just clip off there. Yep. So that's that stalk off. Just drop one of the screws, I'll just get that. So that's that one off, and this one looks like it's just held on with them 4. So I'll undo them 4, that's 1. So as you can see, it's pretty quick to change this, but I hope in the other ignition is the same before we cut it off. That's that one off. So then we're just left with that, which is held on with 2 screws at the back here. So we'll take the ignition off. That's the ignition off. That's that off. And technically we've just got a grind down there now. Take that off. I think that's just like some kind of lock. So look on the other one. We've got the other somewhere. There it is. Let's have a look at that one. I'm looking at that one. Oh yeah, there's a screw there, so we'll try and get that out and then we can lift that off in one go. So we can get it all off in one go. A little bit better. Let's get that camera a bit better over here, that's it. Because there you go, that's a bit better because the sun was in it. So that is technically now, if you look in there now, that's almost everything off there now, if you're looking down. So that there then pops off, so that's off. So now all I've got to do is cut down there. So let's get the grinder out. And we'll cut that side first, and then we'll cut this side, and then we'll get this ignition on. Everything fired up, do a lot to do. That's this job done. Disc on. These new grinders, they have like a little two inserts in them, so you can't get them wrong. So, safety goggles on. Move that wiring out of the way. That's warmed up. Wiring out the way. That's that done. So that now technically should be off. There we go. So we've got some kind of ring on the top here. Let's have a look at this. That slides off. That slides off. Ignition slides off. That's that. So we'll find out where the lock is, which is up there. We'll slide all this back on. We'll do that. Screw there. As you can see, we're undoing the screw. Is that undone? Take there. We'll leave that indicator stalk on because I think she wants that one on. Undo these little bolts here, what we put back in. See, we've got new bolts. These are safety bolts, so what happens when we tighten them up too tight, they'll snap the heads off. So ignition in, ignition's in. That over. Roughly there. Screw that on. Screw that in. I think these are a 10mm or 11. I think they're 11. Yes, they're on 11. So that tightened up. There she goes. So it'll just generally wiggle into place where it's got to be. So now we just get socket on there, extension bar. There you go, snaps off. Oh. There you go, snapped off. Have to cut it out now if you have to want it out. Safety goggles off. So we're just going about to attempt to start it now, so we'll quickly try and start the thing. So I'll just move you around. So I've got the key in there. Make sure she's out of gear. It's out of gear. She's a bit flat. needs a jump start. That's got been stood a bit, but yeah, she turns over. Job's good. Right, screw all this back together now. So let's get the screws. Where is the other one? That is it there. So that's the one that's broken. So it needs a new one. So we need the booster pack. Start it. So we'll probably change the batteries on it. Yeah, she does. We have got it turning over, so we know it'll start. Just the batteries have gone flat. So this job's a success again. So we'll put the batteries on, probably recharge the batteries on it, and away she goes. But yeah, that was quite weren't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Sometimes they're quite difficult, these old trucks. As you can see, this was not a very long job, so what I've got to do now, we do this today and then some editing to do. Well, yeah, basically what we have to do now is complete reverse of everything we've just done, which is put everything back together as it come apart, which is, you know, it's not a hard thing to do, it's just a bit tedious sometimes. You know, you're doing the job day in, day out. Gets a bit tedious, but never mind. The job's the job, innit? So there you go, you clip your multi-plugs back in. And a tap to get them back in location. Back in location. That's once the find the locator on that. And what it looks like, so I can remember. So technically it should just be stuck out there, which is about there. I've got a wire there touching. There should be something under there, which is, that's how it come off. So that there, that's how it goes. Get a little screw. Everything works as it should. Slide this thing back on, which is that way. Right, just steering wheel to go back on, but we'll put that on a later date because we have to start the thing to get it lined up. That's all scrap. Right, door card. Well, let's get this apart. We're going to get the lock open. Change the door lock on the outside. We have no door lock, so I've got a new door lock for it. So these are on splines, as they would be, wouldn't they? They're thinking out else to be on. Get that. See if that's the right one. And she is. So what we'll do, we'll just spin you around now. So we're doing the door card now, which is You see me hand there. So what we're doing, we're undoing these screws here. There's another one here, so we can get to this door card. Bloody hell, that's tight. Oh, that is tight. We've well and truly put that on. Get a better view for you for that. And Torx. So as you can see there, I'm going to do that. And there's 3 bolts on this. So there's that one, and that one. Which then we'll take the lock off, which is there. So then we'll replace it with a new one. A little clip inside here. I don't want to turn that one. So what we'll do, we'll turn it to a screwdriver. A bit faster. I'll whip this camera over here a minute. So you can see both angles, so I'm just going to do this clip, which is in here. That's that undone. So we have if you can see out there on the camera, we have a small clip there. So what you have to do, you have to lift that clip. There you go, lift that clip and then it just pushes out, nice and tidy. There you go, the lock should come out. In theory. There you go. That's how you get that out. So that's that removed. Get the new one, which is this one, which is identical. So it's just a reverse process, which is put that one in first. And it can be awkward. So in and get that one in, and there you go. It's just as easy as that. It's not even hard. People make things so difficult. So screw back in. Like that. That screw in. Last one. Screw in. Open the handle. Lock must be on. Just literally just screw it all back together. That's that. So we'll get this ratchet, nip them up. That one nipped up, that one nipped up. Open that and leave the complementary bit of air in there. Put that back in there. There you go, that just clips back in. That just clips on there. There you go. Get the key out of the ignition, remove you, put you back over there. Remove this one. So unlock it, locked, unlock it, put in. So we just lock it now, she's locked, unlock, unlocked. And now it's just build the door card back up. Is that on? So we just get the Phillips screwdriver, or posi driver, many as you want to call it. So we can find it, because I've lost it. Somewhere. There she is. Posi drive in there. That's screwed up. What else did we have on there? I think we had a trim rim there, didn't we? Which is located where? There's a door. It must be in somewhere. There's that. That's on a Torx. Let's get that in there. Is that on? Clip in, so that's my meter of action. Popular. Well, we're done with that now. Looking at me right in the face. There's the screw, so I'll shut that. Pull that in. Right, we've got a screw in there to put in. That's that in. So now we've got another posi driver on there. There's the posi driver. Get this back together. And basically, I think we've nearly done this now. Oh, I've got to do the window mech on this for some reason. It's not working. Really, I should have had a look at that while it was off, shouldn't I? And what I'll quickly do then, I'll quickly whip that back off and we'll quickly have a look at this mechanism. See why it's not working. I'll do that another day. Do that another day. Too much to do today and not enough hours in the day. So that goes on in there, that goes in there, there we go, screw that on, that's that done, so we're nearly done there now, so we've got a good 90% of this job done. So ignition works, everything works. Door works, everything. So good there. What we've got left to do now is just the cowling on there, which goes on there, and that's it. Just got to put all the, that's how all the ignition, all the wires. That's everything. So now what we'll do, we'll place you up there again. So as you're looking down, we'll zoom you in there. Ah, you can see me on there. So, right, remove that one. Place that one here. Turn that. Cut this ugly mush. So what we've got to do now is just put the cowlings on, which will leave the steering wheel off. Put that there. One of the cowlings is here. Oh, nearly knocked all the screws off. Let's get them first. Oh, don't want to lose them. Cowlings on. We'll put this side on first, side of the ignition. That goes over the start, doors it. We'll just spin that over there a bit, that way. Watching me. So there, just push that over. Get that bit of rubber through there. There we go. Right there. There you go. As quickly as it come off, it's back on. So you've got a screw there and a screw there. And get your screw. Screwdriver. And as you can see, that's that piece on. Yeah, rubber back on, dust covers. She's an old truck, but she's a good old truck. So that one on there, dust cover through. Dust covers through. That on, 2 screws, one in, cover on, another screw in there, and then that's that done. That's that. Dust covers are on, steering wheel needs to go back on. Last thing to do, put that nut on there so we don't lose it, and then that's it. Once it's fired up and we've drove it, we'll get the steering wheel lined up properly. Well, that's that. So all we need to do now is tidy up, pack up, job done. Another day finished. So like we said, we don't just do cars, we do trucks, machinery, everything we do. Welding, there ain't nothing we don't do at our garage. Fancy meeting you here?
What the bloody hell are you doing here?
You can't get away from you.
I'll tell you what, that traffic.
What are you?
I hate the traffic.
Why?
It took me an hour to get here. Have you been here long?
No, it comes in big switch.
How are you doing?
Yeah,
You alright, yeah?
Who's that?
Nice to meet you again.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hang on, is it switched on?
Yeah. I'm James, nice to meet you. Oh god, that traffic, what a nightmare. I set off at 6:30. No, I didn't. It took me an hour to get here.
Yeah, we'll do it that time, yeah.
I'm doing that again. Right, the keys are there.
Right.
So, yeah.
So we're doing your spelling here when we're the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
What notice do you want? Just an hour or something?
Well, what is it today? Tomorrow?
Should be today, shouldn't it? It should be, yeah.
Do you want me to get it today or do you want me to get it tomorrow? Oh no, I tell you what, I might be able to go home with you.
How long's the back in it?
16 foot.
It should come in, shouldn't it? It's up to you.
Well, if it's today, I'll get a lift with you.
Yeah.
If it's not, I'll just meet you in the morning and then get a lift with you again. Oh no, I don't need to, do I?
Oh
I
yeah.
can drive it. No, I'll drive it back in the morning.
Yeah, but are you going to get here?
I'll
Flat.
get Brad to take me somewhere.
Yeah, but it might
Yeah,
be,
we'll sort it.
will it be done if it's done tonight? I'll drop him back off tonight.
Yeah. So this is the designs. If I didn't show you before. Yeah, so hoping it'll look better in person.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Good, yeah.
Well, we've done everything's printed. Stick these on after because if you ever change your number,
Oh, you can change them, yeah.
you can change it rather than that full
Right,
on.
yeah, yeah.
And then if you ever change it, if you want to take any of them off for any reason or you change it.
So we're here back up minute. We're just going to try and get this front wing something looking like. We'll spend 20 minutes doing this now, see what it looks like. Right, so we'll get the wing now, and what we're going to do is we're going to try and get some fitment on it. So get the air panel first. That's the air panel. Is that the air panel? Yeah, that is the air panel. What we're trying to establish is get the air panel in the right position. So what we'll do, we'll get a little screw. Hopefully system here. So what we're going to do here, we're going to get a screw through that panel and then we'll weld the spot up after. So what we have to do is get that in line with the rest of the car. So, looks like it has to be somewhere there. Let's get the wing first. Get the wing. Should be in the car. That clamp off. These are Mark 1 wings. What need a good fit. Screw gun. I've got screw gun in there. That panel lines up pretty good there. Let's get that in. So we're not too bad on that section. And the power. That one's gone flat. Whap some power in this now. Pause that a minute. So yeah, so that's the panel what we have to fit. So that goes on there, like so. So there's the edge of it. We've got to get that to run the edge. So that there will have to be altered. So we need a pair of grips. Let's go and get a pair of grips. So get your arch at the bottom there lined up, and then just literally clamp there. So that is basically the front wing going to be assembled on. But I think I'm going to have to get a Mark II panel because I think the door panel comes down there like that. So I think these Mark I ones will not be able to use. Just simply because we're going to have to slightly alter the bottom there. So the quarter's on. Let's see the bonnet lines shuts up. So it's your Mark I bonnet. We've got good gappage on the bonnet now, so yeah, she's coming. Need a bit more alteration, but yeah, I think we'll get this very soon. If we just walk round the car now, just spin this round. So it's coming together, so that's the panels on. The front's coming together. So we'll just gap all the bonnet up now, put all the wings on, gap everything up, and what we'll do from there, we'll start spot welding the wings on. But as you can see, from a perspective of where we were before to where we are now, look at the gap there. These panels fit really good. They're lining up good, they fit round there good. The gap on the top there is good. So literally all we've got to do now is get her all boxed off now, ground up, get all those spot welds in, quarter panels in. Next job after the spot weld is going to be putting these in, because these are for the Mark I Mini. Let's have a look. It's not that one, it is that one. So that will go in there, like so. And that's how we'll get it. This quarter will go in there like that, so that's nice and tidy. Get all this panel down here done. But yeah, I think we should be way on next week, way on. This quarter's not too bad, everything, but it is coming on slowly but surely. We've got left to do on the Escort. We've got the panels to put inside, the roof's done, We're going to start sanding her on Saturday. So next week we're going to have some real good footage on this being sanded. She is nearly finished. Like I said, all the roof's done. Back tailgate, we've got all that ready to be bonded on. Fuel tank's going to be done. Just waiting for the guy to do the welding on that. Got to skim that in, and when we've took the fuel tank out, we'll remove that one because we're going to use that one now. But yeah, she's nearly finished. Bodywork wise, spin the camera around. So bodywork wise, we're not far off with this car. This car is so far on now. Dash is nearly done. Everything's nearly done on this Escort now, but there's not enough really good video footage for you. But if you do want me to show you some of the processes we go through, I will go through them. It just, I feel they're a bit boring, but if you like them, I'll do them. Like I said, I've been working up at Baxterden's all this week, and the footage is very limited up there at the moment. Right, so a lot of people have been asking me what the silver Escort is on the wall at the back of my garage, but it's actually wall art. So I'll just quickly show you what that is. Let me spin this camera around. Right, so there's the Escort on the wall. As you can see, it's a Mark 1 Mexico. Front to back, as you can see, she is complete. Like I said, I just did it purely for myself. I just wanted it, so there you go, I've got one. And moving along, this Escort, what we've got, this SE 500 cab. So when the kit's on, when it's on, look, she's a bonny car. So the kit fits nice, really nice. So she will look pretty cool when she's done. I mean, we own actually 2 of these cars. That's off my MX-5, that's going being painted. We'll run down with that. Bonnet I'm keeping, it's a Gen. Door's dinted there. Hoping to get that dint out because it's the original door. New wings, we've got new wings for her. We've also got a new front panel there for her. So as you can see there, new front panel. That's it just warrants it. That's from my Suzuki XR3 engine there. So as we were saying before, the panels fit really good to this panel, which is a bit ropey if you ask me, like, which is why we're changing it. She has got an XR3 skirt on her. God knows why. God only knows. Going back to the Escort, right, this Escort, 99% of all the welding is done now. We've done absolutely everything. As you can see, the roof is done. I know I haven't been showing it a lot because I don't want to bore you to death with bits of what I'm doing. The last bit to do is round the fuel neck, which is, I'll just glide it down. So the last bit is the fuel neck round here, which is nearly done. We've got to remove this one. This fuel neck's got to be removed and pieced in. That's when the tank's removed. But by that, we're not a million miles away with this one. This one is so close, it's unreal. There's a bit round here what needs doing round the edges here. There's an hole here wants welding up, but these will all be tackled on Saturday because I'm actually going to spend a full day on this. And well, I'm spending a full day in this back room, so I'm getting that Escort done there, hoping to get that front panel off. So we'll have a lot of good footage next week. This week the footage is a bit slow. Just spin round again. So please do like, subscribe and get involved. Put your comments in, good or bad. I'm all there to listen to your good and bad comments. We're going to put some better content up next week. These two Escorts are going to get some major work done, and I'm getting the MX-5 out next week so it can go down for paint. I'm hoping that's there for Monday so we can get that up and get that sorted.